Joanna. I wanted to make this video to show you around the blog a little bit to try to clear up some of the misunderstandings you've got. So anyway, and part of it was probably my fault at the beginning, though I did correct things a couple days ago, I think Thursday. Okay, so initially I had made a mistake on the e-learning. When you got into e-learning, there were two links to bring you to the blog. The first link for the blog said writing about food, and that link was correct. But the second link said welcome to college writing or something like that. And that link, by mistake, sent you to a blog from a couple semesters ago. So the writing about food that's the blog we're using this semester. So if you got anything about a good ancestors, that was a blog from a previous semester. So I have corrected that link on e-learning now, and the links are both correct. So the first one, the blog link will send you to this BCC food. The image is going to change, every few weeks. We're going to run out of Valentine's Day themed stuff, and just for fun, I like to switch out the image, but it's going to say writing about food, and you'll see these links across the top. Okay, so the other thing, you said something about reading assignments and seeing the date being yesterday. I think you wrote this. You wrote your email yesterday, so February 3rd was yesterday. Now the issue about that is that blogs work they're in chronological order down here, but the oldest stuff is at the bottom. So instead of looking at this, you should be way down here at this where the link should have brought you, and now does. Welcome to college writing, start here. That's the first link. Now don't pay any attention to the dates here where it says, I'm on an iPad now, so I can't quite do the same thing I can on a laptop, but this date here, I used this blog last year for some of the stuff, so some of the posts will be last semester's, but I'm trying to remember to get the dates changed. And this note here, this is really important to read. So the regular start classes started January 17th, so they're just finishing up week 3, where your class, the Flex Start class, is finishing up week 1. So the Flex Start class doesn't get started until Tuesday, January 30th, this past Tuesday. The assignments for the two classes will be a little bit off, obviously, because you're working on week 1 and they're working on week 3. So note, the first deadline for Flex Start classes will be Sunday, February 4th. That's today. Now don't panic if you haven't seen the assignments and gotten to the right place. The assignments are quite small the first week, and it's fine if it takes you a few more days to catch up. Once you get you've got your blog set up, it shouldn't take more than, 2 hours absolute tops. You maybe could do it in an hour for the writing assignments. So this first post tells a little bit about my philosophy for the course. Work for week 1. This is Sunday, January 21st. That's the regular start. So again, your first week was here. Now, I'll get into week 1 in a minute, but the other thing I really want to emphasize is that from here on, to see your assignments for the week, you're going to go up on the side here to the Flex Start class. And at the very top, it's going to stay at the top of that Flex Start class, is an assignments link, and that gives you your assignments for the week and links you to the right thing. So I had a note to Flex Start class that I added when I realized the mix-up on e-learning, so that you can look at that. The green here indicates that it's a link. So for this first week, read Welcome to College Writing, that's where we just were, and then work for week 1. I'll get there in a minute. Note that the checklist of work at the top of the week 1 post gives just a little bit of information to introduce you to what you need to do, and then more useful, I think, to use it at the end of the week as a checklist to make sure you've done everything you need to do. I'll look at that week, get that week one in a minute. So I did make a couple videos. There's one more I'll get up today about how to post. But this one shows you a couple videos. This tour of the course blog goes over some of the stuff I'm saying now, so you could listen to that as well. This says how to set up your own blog. You've got your own blog set up, so you don't have to worry about that. And then I'll do a short one about posting on your own blog, which I'll try to get up today. Okay, so we're going to go back. If we go back to here again, this, I wish I could make it bold or make it stand out in some way, but I can't. So you just have to, that's the key, that's a key thing to remember, that's where you get your assignments. It's especially, potentially a little bit confusing because of the two classes operating right now on a slightly different schedule. And because the, you have to start at the bottom and work up. Okay, so work for week one. I had not changed the date here, but on your assignment page, again, it has the correct date. I'll add that in just to try to clarify that. So this is the bullet points here are checklist, the reading material, which includes the syllabus. But again, you have to go down here to see the links. There are three writing things to do. One is to do a comment on a page that I have on the course blog called Paper versus Screen. And to do the comment, so again, look down here below this dashed line, Paper versus Screen. There's a comment here, so you can read this, and then to do the comment, you just scroll down to the bottom. If you're signed into your blog, it'll pick up your name as it has mine here. If you are not signed into your blog, you can still post a comment, but it'll ask you to fill in a name and an email address and maybe another bit of information or two. So you just need to type what you have to say about how you feel about Paper versus Screen on for reading and writing, and then click this post comment at the bottom. You can get an indication of what other students had said. Just a couple sentences. Many of these are longer than they need to be. You can, longer is fine, but something, this Randy's, that's perfectly adequate. The purpose of these assignments this first week are just to introduce you to the blog and how you post comments and how you do posts on your own blog. So that's the first one. I'm going to go back to the course main part of the blog now. I can hit my back arrow, or I can also click on the title here, and that'll bring me back to see the main posts. So I was back on work for week one, which is down here. So there are two posts that I'd like you to do on your own blog. One is just to share a little bit of something about yourself as a writer primarily, but also you could say something about how you feel about reading. There are some questions to get you thinking, but you can go in any direction you want. Something about your history, what you, as a writer, what you remember writing as you were growing up, the type of writing you like to do, or why you hate to write, or influential people that have changed your attitudes towards writing, how you feel about writing, how you assess yourself as a writer, what you want to get out of the class. Any of those topics are fine to write about. About 250 words. You can go longer if you want. That's the first post. And the second post is to look at these TED Talks on food. So I just went to the TED Talks and put in food as a subject. Again, this is mostly to get you a chance to do some posts, but also to start thinking about some of the possible issues that you might want to write about for the course. So if you go here, there are 187 results, so you can just scroll through. They're usually 15 to 20 minutes long, 18 or so. Some of them are shorter. Just scroll through, see what some of the topics are. Find one that interests you. Notice there are many more pages here. And then you just need to watch the video and then write, get back to the post here, write a short post that briefly summarizes the video. What did the person have to say? So figure half of it, roughly, 100, 125, 150 words on the summary. And then a response of some kind. What did you think about it? Did it connect to anything in your own life? Does it raise questions for you? Any kind of way that you might like to respond. Okay, so that is, I hope that explains a little more clearly about finding assignments and due dates. I will do a post on a video on posting that I will put on in this same one with these blogs. But let me know if you have any questions. I'm free to Zoom. I'm not sure what my schedule's going to be today, but again, don't worry too much about the deadline for this first week. If you just can get caught up in the next few days, that'll be fine. All right, let me know how it goes. Hope to talk to you soon.